on their road and right into the snake pit, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the USC Trojans return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up.
Makes the grab on the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open
time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Set sail out of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Well, jet sweep pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read right and let him do the rest.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's got him in the flat. Looking for a productive play on first down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They're going to run it to the right. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try the run. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated too because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Slips through the line, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go right back to him. The Nittany Lions pick up the first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Markham. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Penn State, 28, USC, 3.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you...
He's off to the races. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find them happening.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short in the first down.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Goes to the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him, and not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
That guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw him to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They've bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, there in the shadows of the Hollywood sign, you've been watching quite a drama of your own. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the... They'll keep it on the ground. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So
going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
there's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 10.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He wants to throw. Got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And now on second down for this offense.
Second down.
The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Dumps it off in the flats. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Trojans will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And he muffs it. It's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off a play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting them on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 35. Open runway ahead. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man quickly. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming after it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Penn State 49, USC.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
On the option. Quick toss. And it's loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Second down coming up.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
In saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 runs.
Headed to the end zone, and he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Makes a connection. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
He's open on the right. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
And it's no good. He missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
At the 45, on his way. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll try the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the lone running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. He makes a grab. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when we're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. They think there's room to run to the right here. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what...
Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You can take a knee, you can run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go